Reincarnation of a king long gone, the highest enlightened nigga sitting on top of the sun.
Yo, what is good in the hood YouTube? It's your boy Danny, aka King Bub, and I'm your coach of the one and only Munchlaxster United, and we are here with week 4? No, week 4? Yeah, week 4 of the Nstl, and we are going up against the one and only the commissioner of the league, Gray, and his Yeoveltal Town. So this is a pretty big game because right now in the standings we are I think like 4th in our division, and we are 2-1, and Gray is also 2-1, and he's in 3rd. And Zangoose is the person who's in 2nd place, and he's already played his week 4 game, so I already know what's going on with that. So if we actually do beat Gray here, we will be taking 2nd place in the division thus far. And it is early to be talking about playoffs, but it's just good to think about, because you know you want to start off the season as well as possible, so you could get to playoffs, because there's only like 2 playoff spots in each division, so it's gonna be kind of tough to get in to that spot, because I believe there's 6 coaches in one division, so for only 2 to make it out, it's gonna be a little bit tough. So we're gonna try to have to get as many of these wins as possible now, so we can get in to that playoffs, because playoffs really the goal. What I want to do is get into playoffs, because that's the main goal for now, and then we'll see where we go from there. So before we get into the battle, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you are new, and hit that bell if you guys do want to get videos right away. The notification will pop up as soon as I put up a video, and if you want to do that, that'd be awesome. If you don't, it's all good. And this video is gonna be going up late because I was recording it once already, and then something, I don't know what was going on with my mic, it wasn't working on OBS, I didn't notice, so I didn't have time to record again. But this should be going up on Monday, so sorry about that. I think it happened last week too. So yeah, sorry about it. I'm gonna try to get that up on Sunday next week for sure, and all that good stuff. So if you didn't check out the other battles, make sure you do check it out. There should be a playlist in the description. I usually put it as the first link if you want to check out the other battles and see what happened and what mons did well and stuff like that. So let's get into the team builder real quick. Hopefully I can go through this team builder kind of quick so you guys don't get too bored on all the sets, but let's get into it. So we do have Scolipede. As always, Scolipede is usually our #1 member on the team. I know I have a Mega Latias who's really awesome, but Scolipede has just been doing the work for us thus far. It's just a really good mon. And this week we are bringing a setup, a Life Orb, Speed Boost, Scolipede of course, Earthquake, Poison Jab, X Scissors. So the reason I'm running X Scissors is because I don't want to risk missing any moves on his team. And let me actually go over his team. I haven't gone over his team yet. So he has Mega Zardex, he has Mew, with a Z move, he has Thunderous Incarnate, Greninja, he has a Gorgeist, a Sneasel, Registeel, Haunter, and Toxicroak, and a Gastrodon. So the big mons that I thought were coming was definitely Zardex, Thunderous, Greninja, Registeel, and then I was thinking either Gastrodon or Gorgeist depending on what he wants, but I think Gastrodon was like the better mon to come handle Scolipede and things like that, because Gorgeist could get pressured against Bisharp and my Miss Mages and things like that. And then the last mon, it was a toss-up. It could have been Mew, it could have been Toxicroak, but that's who I thought was gonna come in. And this matchup's a little bit tough because his offense is really good against mine, against my team, and it's gonna be kind of hard to take this thing on. Zardex is just really scary. Greninja can just destroy my whole team. I really don't have much for Greninja, and then I said Zardex, and Thunderous is just annoying. I do have Steelix, but you can never have enough for Thunderous, because Thunderous is just a threatening, scary threatening mon. So that's what we're gonna have to really watch out for. So okay, let's go back into the team builder. So we got Life Orb, Earthquake, Poison Jab, X Scissors. So like I said, I want to X Scissors because I don't want to risk missing on Mew. I only need a decent amount of chip damage to kill Mew with X Scissors, which is good. Thunderous, dies from, well, not dies, I need some chip on Thunderous for Poison Jab, but +2 is definitely gone. Gren dies from X Scissor, again another mod that I don't want to miss my Mega Horn on, and things like that. So Scolipede is really good this week once again. We've brought Swords Dance Scolipede. I don't know if this is the 2nd or 3rd week in a row, but so far I've actually never used Swords Dance, so we'll see if this chance comes up this week, because normally Scolopy just comes in at the end and just finishes off everything, or it just doesn't even hit the field because everything else already did the job. So that's Scolopy. Scolopy is a pretty cool mon for this matchup. We are going max speed so we can outspeed the Thunderous that hits base 111 speed, hits 179, so we needed that max speed so I don't have to rely on the speed boost to revenge kill that thing. So that is Scolopy, nothing too crazy, just a nice powerful Scolopy to hopefully help us win this week. And next we do have Anemoy, our Mega Latios. This one is a very specific set, so we have Reflect type, Thunder Wave, Roost, and Dragon Post. So the reason I'm running Reflect type is so I can Reflect type on Sneasel, on Greninja, or on Registeel on the Switch or anything like that, or just Registeel on in general, because if Registeel is running Toxic, I can Reflect type, I'll become a Steel type, he can't Toxic me. I expect it to run Thunder Wave, not Toxic, but Toxic is a pretty good play on his part, to be honest. But Reflect type is just really helpful because Greninja and Sneasel won't be able to revenge kills easily, because I do see Registeel coming in on my Latias pretty easily. So that's a pretty cool thing that we can use on his team. And we have Thunder Wave because it's really good if Gren or Sneasel does want to switch. I can hit Thunder Wave, and if I'm like already reflected as a Dark type or a Steel type, then I can slow them down, and that's just gonna help out our whole team. If we get a Thunder Wave on Gren, that'll be huge. On Sneasel too. But it's not as crazy important as Sneasel because we do have better switches to Sneasel. On Gren, 110%. If I get a chance to T-Wave that thing, I'm gonna T-Wave. We have Roost just for recovery, and then Dragon Pulse because it's like the only move that's really good with its stab, even though it doesn't hit Registeel. Oh yeah, he also had Aromatisse. That was his fairy, so it doesn't hit Aromatisse either. But we can Thunder Wave and then Reflect type those things to just be annoying. But that is Latios. The spread is so I can outspeed the base 100s, so I can revenge kill that Charizard X without a Dragon Dance, of course. And then I have full HP and then 20 AEVs and defense, so we can take a low kick if I am Reflect typing Greninja. We could take a low kick from Banded, what's it called, Sneasel, and anything from Greninja, so that's pretty dope. So that is Latios. Nothing too crazy, it's just a nice little bulky mon that can hopefully take a few hits from Thunderous. Be Reflect type is really, I just want to spread Thunder Waves as much as possible throughout his team, so this next mon that I'm going to talk about can really do a lot of damage. And that next mon is Witchywood, the Miss Magus. So Miss Magus is the debut. It's a debut for Miss Magus here, and the reason, like I said, I do want to spread Thunder Waves around is because we are running Hex on Miss Magus. So again, the speed is to outspeed base 100s because that's we can't outspeed Gren or Sneasel with Miss Magus, of course. So we got Hex because if we do get Thunder Waves on the whole team, on Registeel and things like that, Hex just does a lot of damage overall. And if we can get like a Toxic or something on Gastrodon, which we do have other members on the team that have Toxic, then it'll be really great for Miss Magus to just do work, and we can actually sub up on Gastro on switches, and we can Nasty Plot or just do some damage with Hex. And we also have Ghost TMZ to just try to blow anything we can away. So Miss Magus is pretty important alongside Scolopy. Is one of our win conditions. It's either going to be Scully or Miss Magus breaking for the other one. So, you know, they're going to be very good to help each other out. Miss Magus is really good. The thing that sucks is the speed tier, so it's easily killed by Gren or Sneasel. So I'm most likely I'm going to use Miss Magus to try to break down his team as much as I can. So that's pretty awesome. And of course, Dazzling Gleam for the Gren and the Sneasel, and then Hex hits everything else really, really strongly, especially if they are Thunder Wave. So that's pretty cool. Miss Magus is going to be good to try to break some stuff down. And next we got Haxalot, the Togekiss, with Yachi Berry, Defog, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, and Roost. Yachi Berry's there so I can live Icicle Crash from Sneasel or an Ice Beam from Greninja and just straight wipe them out with Dazzling Gleam, so that's pretty awesome. We are really physically defensive to take on that Sneasel a little bit better, and Charizard X and things like that. Let me see if there was anything else on here that I wanted to take on. Yeah, not really. That's pretty much it. Just be an annoying bulky wall because its Spadef is already so high that I didn't really need any Spadef. And Yachi Berry just helps us live any Ice Beams from Greninja, and Gong Shot doesn't even 2-hit KO us either unless it's a choice banded Greninja. So so that's pretty cool. Togekiss just gonna be really annoying air slash defog this time, just because we don't want to be spike stacked by Greninja and Stealth Rocks with Registeel, because then our Scolipede is gonna be whittled down too much, and we want to keep that thing healthy. So defog was kind of important there. I was either thinking of running Thunder Wave or defog, but we ended up going with defog. And that is pretty much Togekiss. Pretty standard, just here to be annoying and hopefully take a few hits for us. And now we have a Blueberry, the Miltank, which is really important because, as you guys know, he has a Zard X, and Zard X is extremely scary. So Rocky Helmet Thick Fat helps us take on that thing really well. And Yeoveltal is there, so we can Yeoveltal, like let's say Thunder is incarnate, puts a Thunder Wave on Latios, on Scolipede, or anything like that, we can Yeoveltal that away. Anything Toxics or any of our mons, we can Yeoveltal that away, and that'll be really awesome. Body Slam is there, so we can try to get a para on things, and Toxic is there, so Zard X can just set up on us, and we can just Toxic that thing. So it's pretty cool. Milk Drink for recovery, of course, and like I said, Rocky Helmet, so we can get that chip damage on his Zard X, which can be really awesome. The spread is there, so we don't get 2-hit KO by an adamant Zard X. With any move it does, it can't 2-hit KO us. And Miltank's pretty good. He can take on a lot of things on the team, just be annoying with Toxic, Body Slam, and he's gonna have to think twice if he wants to switch into my Miltank because of that Body Slam. So that's pretty cool. Miltank pretty standard. And then next we have Isago, the Steelix. I think it's only the second time I've brought Steelix, but we have a Chopper Berry, so we can live any Focus Blast from, what's that thing called, Thunder's Incarnate. And we have Earthquake just for stab, Stealth Rock because we need some rocks up, because that really helps our team very much. Toxic, so we can Toxic that Gourgeist or Gastrodon. Like I said, I have one mon on the team that Toxic, and that is Steelix here. And then Heavy Slam, so we can do as much damage to what's it called, Aromatisse. It does decent damage to Thundurus, even though it does resist it. It does like 40%, which is pretty good. And that's pretty much Steelix. Steelix is here to take on Thundurus, so Thundurus doesn't completely destroy us. Because Mega Latios can take on Thundurus, but it's just not as reliable as a ground type that I wanted to bring this week. So that is pretty much the team. I did build this team with my boy Rennie T, part of the ZSS gang. And he helped me out so much. I had kind of like a structure of the team, but he helped me kind of fill in the layers and the gaps that I wanted, and then made a pretty solid team. So thank you to him. He's an awesome dude. Hopefully he'll be helping me on for other games, but if not, it's all good. But that is pretty much the team, so I hope you guys did enjoy the team, and we are gonna go into the battle in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so here we are with the battle, and you guys do see that he brought the Charizard X, the Greninja, Gastrodon, Mew, Thundee-Eye, and Toxicroak. So no Registeel, which was huge. I really thought he was gonna definitely bring Registeel. It's one of the ones like I'm like he's definitely gonna bring. He actually doesn't bring it. No Gourgeist, no Sneasel. So I knew he was gonna bring Zard X, the Gren. Gastro was a toss-up between Gastro and Gourgeist. Mew was also a toss-up between Toxicroak and Mew, and then I knew he was gonna bring Thundurus. So he didn't bring a few things that I really thought he was gonna bring. Like I said, the Registeel. What else? I guess that's like the toss-up he had is he had the option to bring Toxicroak and Mew, just because like offensively Toxicroak can do a lot to my team against Miltank, against what's it called, Togekiss and Steelix, so it's pretty good. So I'm not shocked to see it, but I'm very frightened because this team is extremely scary. So I have to be very careful with the type of team he does, like what sets he has on his mons. And if you did not see the team builder part, I'll go over the team really quickly. Life Orb, Source Dance, Scolipede, Reflect type, Speedy-ish, a bulky Mega Latios. We got a Hex, Z, Ghostium, Miss Mages with Substitute Nasty Plot. We have a Yachi Berry Togekiss. We have a Rocky Helmet, Thick Fat Miltank, and we have a Chopper Berry, specially defensive Steelix. So the whole time I was thinking, depending on what he brings, I most likely am gonna lead with that Togekiss, because Thunder's a very viable lead, but I always do have Steelix that I can switch into. He could start off with Mew, and Togekiss can again just be can stay in on Mew without a problem. He could start off with Greninja. So Greninja's a scary thing that I was like, he could start off with Greninja, and if he starts off with Greninja, my only switch is Togekiss, and if he goes for Ice Beam right away, then it pops out Yachi Berry and we're in big trouble. So I thought Greninja was like the #1 thing I really have no switch into. So making sure we start off with Togekiss will help us, because if he does start off with anything else like Zard X, Gastrodon, we have switches for all of that, but we don't have much switches for Greninja, so I decided to go with Togekiss. So that is what we're gonna go for. So let's start off right here. Haxalot starts off for us, and he goes for Zard X. So of course he's gonna Mega Evolve. And I go for Dazzling Gleam just to get some damage on this thing, and I really did wish I had Thunder Wave at this point, because Thunder Wave in this thing would be pretty dope. But it's probably better overall to go for the Toxic on this thing, because me and Rennie T said that a Dragon Dance Zard X is just going to be a problem. So we wanted to make sure that we can take on that Zard X with a Toxic. So here I'm just going to go for Dazzling Gleam to get some chip, because it does about like 40%. He goes for the Flare Blitz, does 60, and he is gonna get hit by the Dazzling Gleam and crit. So that's pretty annoying. I get a crit first turn, and you guys are gonna see this game is very haxy, so just get ready for that. I was pretty annoyed by the end of this game, but you'll see why. But he is gonna go for the roots as I switch into my Miltank, and now I can just go for a Body Slam, and Zard X is not at full health, which is pretty awesome, but my Togekiss is a little chipped down. But we go for a Body Slam, and I get another crit and Para, so that's pretty crazy. Right off the bat, I'm getting extremely lucky 2 turns into this game, which is crazy because usually the luck is against me. I usually get pretty unlucky pretty often, so it's kind of crazy to see this happening, but I don't really like it because I don't like getting lucky. I want the game to kind of just flow normally, not with a bunch of crits and paras and everywhere. Body Slam obviously is gonna get paras, so that's like, you know, it's meant to happen every now and then if it does happen, but the crits are pretty annoying. But here I'm just gonna switch into my Togekiss because his Gastro can't do much and he misses a Toxic. So again, something else, more and more hacks going in my favor, and it's just really unfair for Gray right now, and I felt pretty bad because this was a matchup I was really looking for, and it's gonna be a fun match. I wanted to be fun. It's already starting off really annoying, and I believe he gets paired here, I think. Oh no, he should go for Recover. Alright, cool. So here I went for Roost, and I'm gonna go for the Air Slash to try to get the flinches, and Togekiss of course is gonna do what Togekiss does. And here I expect him to go into Thundurus, so I go for the Dazzling Gleam to try to get some chip damage. Had a feeling he would go into Thundurus, and we get some good damage off on Thundy, and we go into our Steelix, and he's most likely gonna U-turn out because Steelix is a pretty obvious switch. So he's gonna U-turn out into his Gastro again, and I think I just go back into my Togekiss just to kind of repeat the process, try to flinch this thing away. But of course he gets parried, and then I get a crit flinch. So the luck is just so much on my side today. It was, like I said, I was really annoyed. I know I'm getting the favorable hacks on my side of the game, but it's just annoyed by it because I don't want the hacks to really give me a win or something like that. So I was pretty annoyed. Hacks in Pokemon, I know it happens and it's part of the game, but it's happening way too much for me, and it's just unfair. The flinches are whatever because that's what Togekiss does. It just flinches, but it's pretty wild that his Gastro literally got to do nothing. It went for Toxic and missed. So that really sucks. But we take out the Gastro, which is pretty cool, and he's gonna go into his Zard X. I had a feeling he was gonna most likely try to DD here. I think I do go into my Miltank though, just to be safe. And yeah, we go into Miltank. He roots up so he could get to full health. I think I go for Toxic here as he Dragon Dances, and I missed the Toxic, and I really cannot complain about that because I've been getting extremely lucky. It does suck because now he's +1, but you know, I can't complain about that at all. So I go for Toxic again because I really do need this thing Toxic so I can chip his team down. And here I kind of make a misplay, so I go into Togekiss, expecting maybe he'll go for Dragon Call again, but he goes for the Flare Blitz. Crit I don't think mattered, but even if it did, I don't care because I've been getting lucky. And then Togekiss goes down, so I could have just stayed in with Miltank and possibly sack something else, because Togekiss was actually pretty important to take on that Greninja. Because now that Togekiss is gone, I literally have nothing to take on this Greninja. Miltank's already at such low health, and I'm gonna have to sack it anyways, so I can get Rocky Helmet damage on this Zard, so it'll kill itself with Rocky Helmet and Toxic. So it was a bad play. I should have just stayed in with my Miltank because Togekiss was pretty important. He had no reason not to click Flare Blitz because it would kill Miltank from that range, and just in case Togekiss came in, I had a reason he was gonna click it, but I don't know why I still went to it. But I think that's like a misplay on my side for sure. So our Togekiss goes down. This thing is almost gonna die to Toxic, and then one more Dragon Claw on my Miltank or Flare Blitz with Rocky Helmet is just gonna kill this thing, and Toxic takes it down. So that is a kill from Miltank because it did put the Toxic on it, but we just lost Togekiss and Miltank, which is pretty huge, and now he can just go into Greninja as I go into my Latias. So here I go for Thunder Wave just because I knew I lived anything from the Greninja. And like I said, if I paralyze this Greninja, that'd be amazing because now my Scolipede definitely outspeeds my Miss Mages. Will also outspeed, and then Greninja's not as a big threat. So we para, he switched into Mew. Let's go back to the last turn. So I Mega Evolve, Thunder Wave, he goes into Mew. So Mew is now para'd, which could be pretty helpful. But of course it has Synchronized, so our Mega Latias is also going to be paralyzed, which is kind of sucks, but Mega Latias doesn't really do much for the rest of the game, so I didn't really care too much. And Mew gets para as I go for the Dragon Pulse, and here I just go for the Dragon Pulse again. I see no reason why to switch. And he gets para 2 turns in a row, so the hacks is just I really couldn't believe it. I get para this turn, which is good, and he gets the Roost up, so 2 paras don't really matter, but still it was pretty annoying to see that happen. And he goes for the U-turn here as I went for the Dragon Pulse, and I believe he's gonna go into Greninja here. Oh, he just goes to the Thunders. And I think I just go back into my Steelix as he goes to U-turn. I probably should have stayed with Latias and gone for Dragon Pulse to try to get some chip damage on this Gren, because now he could just U-turn and pretty much get a kill. He goes for the Hydro here, as you're gonna see, but like I said, I should have stayed in with Latias just to get some Dragon Pulse damage. But he probably would have just went right back into Mew anyways, which it's all good, it's all good. So he goes for the Hydro. He does hit it. It obviously doesn't do much because our Latias is so bulky, but we see that he is Life Orb, and we know a Dark Pulse is gonna take us out here. So Mega Latias goes down, and right now if you look at the rest of my team, Scully dies to a Hydro Pump, a Life Orb Hydro Pump. Miss Mages dies from a Dark Pulse, and I do believe my Steelix dies from a Hydro Pump also. So if you're looking at the team right here, I'm pretty much in my head saying I already lost. This Gren pretty much beat me. I should have not let Togekiss go down, and that was a huge mistake on my part because Togekiss was pretty important to take on this thing. He does have Ice Beam, he told me after, so I knew the Yachi Berry would come in handy, and Dazzling Gleam would take this thing out at this range. But my Togekiss is dead, and it really sucks because now Gren can pretty much just destroy my team, and that is really not good at all. But what I decide to do is go into Scolipede here and bluff that I have Protect. Hopefully he switches into anything, but Greninja just leave. I was hoping, please think I have Protect, because if I Protect, I speed boost up, and then I'll be able to outspeed and kill next turn. So I was hoping he'll go through the bluff and switch out. Really the only hope I had. Mew is at Mew. I forget how much health Mew was on, but I think X Scissor, he was in range for X Scissor to kill. Thunders was in range for Poison Jab to kill, and Toxicroak is in range for Earthquake to kill. So if he switches out, we get this +1 speed. We can actually win right here. So I was hoping he'll switch. He doesn't switch. He goes for Hydro, and he misses. So I get completely lucky again. That Gren would have just destroyed my team if he hit Hydro. And X Scissor is gonna be able to take out Gren. So again, I got extremely lucky. When it comes to this game, I already had so much luck, especially against Gastro. Some other things like the para on Mew didn't really matter because then I got para, then he went back to full health, so just kind of resetted everything. But obviously this Hydro Pump miss is huge. And the reason, like I said, I ran X Scissor over Mega Horn is because I didn't want to be in that situation where Scolipede just swept and I missed a Mega Horn on Mew or something. So that's like why I did run X Scissor. I'm not saying that he shouldn't run Hydro Pump, but it's one of the reasons I do run these moves that definitely aren't gonna miss, because I don't want it to be in a situation where, oh, I got the game wrapped up and then I lose because I missed the Mega Horn, which is really annoying. So it sucks. He missed the Hydro, but Hydro misses sometimes. But I got extremely lucky, and I was pretty annoyed that I was this lucky at this point, because I already got so much luck on my side. I really didn't think he was gonna miss the hydro, to be honest. I thought he was gonna hit it. But now Scolipede is at +1 speed, outspeeds even a Scarf Thunder or any kind of Toxicroak. Here, I could have just went for X-Scissor and killed the Mew, but I wanted to scout to see if it had what's it called, a Tanga Berry or anything like that, because again, Scolipede wins here, and I cannot let my Scolipede go down. So I'm gonna go into Miss Mages, which doesn't do that much, but it does a good amount of damage. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so that's pretty good. I think I go for the Substitute here, just in case he got paralyzed. I could take advantage of it, and he goes for U-turn anyways, and it is not gonna break our sub because Miss Mages does resist that. And here I am gonna go for the Z Hex, because that's the only thing that's going to be able to kill this Thunders, because regular Hex is not going to be able to kill the Thunders. So Z Hex is going to be able to wipe out the Thunders, and we do get our first kill with Miss Mages in its first game here in the Nstl, which is pretty cool. Miss Mages is a cool mon. I really like how it looks. A dope mon. Here I go for Substitute again in case he gets parried. Probably should have just went for the Hex. Because now I'm in range for the Fire Blast, but I didn't know. I was just taking a chance in case. But he does have the Cassie Berries, so my Scolipede is actually pretty good to just sweep here. He does hit the Fire Blast and kills our Miss Mages, and Scolipede is gonna be here. Clicks X-Scissor against Mew to kill that thing, and then clicks Earthquake against the Toxicroak. Unless Toxicroak is stashed, it's not gonna be able to beat us, and I don't even think any type of fighting move Okos are Steelix anyways. So Toxicroak goes down, Scolipede gets the last kill, and we do win this 2-0. Again, we got extremely lucky. I can definitely not say I won this because of skill. I definitely messed up letting Togekiss go down. A huge part of the game was that I let Togekiss go down, but I got extremely lucky, and I kept telling Gray I'm so sorry. Like that was really annoying. I really couldn't get over how lucky I was. Again, he's a cool dude, so he's just saying it's fine. It's Pokemon, and he knows that this stuff does happen to me a lot. I get hacks like crazy, so he's just like, it was bound to happen to him. Like it's bound to me to get lucky at least once for one game, but it's still ridiculous. But we do pick up the win against Gray, who had an amazing team against us, and I was pretty frightened by his team. But we do pick up the win, we pick up the W, and we are now 3-1 +4 differential, I do believe, and we are in second place in our division, which is pretty cool. We have to kind of stay in that first and second place so we can try to make the playoffs. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, I'm sorry for all the hacks. I know I couldn't really do much about it, but so many crits and misses that were just really annoying. Hopefully it doesn't happen like this if we do battle Gray again, because I do want a clean game. If we do like see him at playoffs or anything like that, because he is a great player and he definitely deserves to be in playoffs and definitely deserves to win this game. But I got lucky as hell, so that's that. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Scolipede did put in the work though. It was a huge threat, and I love Scolipedes. It is now 4-1, I do believe, which is pretty cool. But again, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and if you do want to get notifications right away when I post something, make sure to hit the little bell icon if you want to do that. If you don't, it's all good. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and like always, fam, have a great day.